Are we already saying goodbye to March? What in the world? You guys, how is it already the end of the month? I had this moment now that I was like, oh my gosh, I need to film my Goodbye March video. All right, so this month's makes are right here, 1 and 2. That's right, I just got 2 sets of socks done this month, which is fine. I did so much yard work this month, and I've been working out, like exercising a lot more. And those 2 things literally take up just so much time. But that doesn't mean that I didn't love knitting this month. I just didn't get as much knitting done this month. So here it is in all its glory. Oh, the tulip socks. I am so thrilled with how these turned out. These were designed by Marta. And if you go over to my Instagram, you can find all her details and where to get the pattern if you would also like to make a pair of tulip socks. I highly recommend this pattern. I was actually one of the test knitters, which was super fun. It's the first time I've ever test knitted. And I will say, I finally just wrapped my brain around color knitting. Like, it just clicked, where it just suddenly, my nervous feelings about color knitting just suddenly was like, I hate to use the word confident because I feel more confident in being able to just pick up a pattern that has it and be like, I can do this. So that was one of my pairs of socks this month. It is actually a scrappy sock. All these colors are like 6, 7, maybe 10 different small balls of light yarn that I just lined up and just, did it from light to dark, or from like almost like rainbowy. So like blue next to green, next to yellow, next to, to pink or whatever. And I caked them up to make them just one thing of yarn. And I'm so thrilled with how it just came together, because it just looks like a beautiful one piece of yarn, just beautifully melding into the next color, and I love it. And then it was just fun to use up the bright colors that were in my Advent box for all the other parts of the sock. And I truly just love these socks. These definitely are a favorite. One of those makes that when you're done, that you're just like, I am just really happy with how that turned out, and will forever be, I can talk, guys, forever be just a project that I will be super happy about. Okay, so that was my first pair of socks for the month. The second pair, after the color work, I was like, I need just plain and simple. So, though these are not plain, these are very simple. I went the other route with my scraps. I weighed one of Isaac's other socks that I made him, and then I piled on scraps until it was the exact same amount of weight as that sock. And then I attached all of them, and then I caked them up with my ball winder, and I just had fun with it. I'm trying to think of my thought process. I think I was kind of like, okay, if I put this blue here, I should probably make sure there's a blue in the other side. Didn't have to hit in the same spot. It just coincidentally did. Or I think I was like, okay, purple's here. My other purple, I was like, I'm going to have on this side. So I kind of did a little bit of balancing in that way. But other than that, I was like, I want this to be just hugely scrappy. I want you to look at these and be like, wow, she made scrappy socks, and that's how they turned out, and I am so happy with it. Like, it was 100% a coincidence that this scrappy yarn was a full cuff. Like, did not mean to do that, but it is what happened. But that's the point. It's supposed to be super fun and scrappy. So that is what I did with these. I literally just, like I said, took one of his regular socks, weighed it on my food scale. Then I took all scrappy yarn and I set it on top until it weighed the same amount. Next time I'd probably go a little bit over what the original sock weighs, because the way I attach the yarn, you use up a little bit every time you attach it. So I don't know which one it was at this point, but one of these two, oh, guys, these were worn. Can you tell? They picked up fur. See, that's like one of the joins. Like, I should probably snip that, but whatever. These are his scrappy socks. That's what I told him. I was like, these are just super duper 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 scrappy. Have fun. or enjoy. So one of these two, I almost didn't have enough yarn. So I don't know. I must have put just that little bit extra in the other one. And, because I didn't remember feeling stressed about it, but it could just be because the one did make it that I was just not stressed, because I was like, well, it worked. But I would maybe go a smidgen over, just to take in consideration that the joins also use up a little bit of yarn. I am so happy with both pairs of socks this month. Like, look how fun they are. They're just fun. They're just colorful. We've got complicated color work, and then you've got simple, basic socks here. It was a fun month. It was a simple month, and I loved it. It was a great yarn month for me. I hope you guys had an awesome March, and I hope to see you next month. Bye!